Well, good Friday to you, Tennessee Valley. It is a foggy, drizzly kind of morning out there, so watch out for that reduced visibility. Give yourself a little extra time as you're stepping out the door. Could have some storms later tonight, but we are going to dry out just in time for your weekend. Dense fog advisories in effect just west of Chattanooga, including Grundy and Jackson County. Those go until about 8 o'clock Central Time, so just be mindful of that, especially if you're traveling out west. But there's still going to be some fog here locally as well. Later today, after starting in the 60s this morning, yeah, it's going to be another really warm day. We're talking 70s pretty much across the board, especially if we can get some sunshine. It may get even warmer than this, so it is going to be another mild day. And as we take it hour by hour, 71 by lunchtime, 72 by 3 p.m., a couple showers this afternoon and evening. Not going to be a washout, but again, you might want to have the rain jacket on hand just in case. Here's a look at our in-house model. A couple showers moving through our northern areas this morning. As we get into the afternoon, notice some of those green splotches pushing through. Again, this isn't going to be a big deal, and I think for the most part, we're just not going to see a lot of rain during the daylight hours. And then as we get into the overnight and the first part of Saturday morning, it looks like we're going to have a little front coming through, and that could bring a batch of some heavier rain just before the sun comes up on Saturday, and maybe even some gusty winds. I'm not expecting any widespread severe weather, but I can't rule out a strong storm or two tonight, especially between about 2 a.m. and we'll say 7 a.m. Tomorrow morning. But look at this, by about 9 o'clock, rain and storms moving to our east, which means most of your Saturdays looking a-okay. Rainfall amounts generally going to be anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch, but we could have a couple pockets of heavier rain that could lead to amounts over an inch. I don't think everyone's going to see that much, but there's definitely going to be the potential for a few areas that overachieve in the rainfall department as we get into the next 24 hours or so. There is a marginal risk for severe storms from Dayton, Chattanooga, Fort Payne, west. Again, this isn't going to be a big severe event, but there is going to be just enough storm fuel for some gusty winds. Not expecting any kind of tornadoes, but we'll definitely watch this as we get into the overnight hours. Be sure to download the Local 3 weather app. It is free for iPhone and Android, and it will keep you up to date as the storms roll through tonight. And I've been kind of hinting at this, but it does look like a pattern change is coming down the road the next 8 to 14 days, trending cooler as we get into December. And it looks like that pattern flip comes late next week, right around Thanksgiving. That Arctic air begins to spill into the U.S. Our highs drop into the 40s and 50s. Probably not going to be as cold as we had a couple weeks ago, but it's still going to be cold, and those lows are likely to be below freezing. So, of course, we'll watch that as we get closer to Thanksgiving, which is now less than a week away. Drying out this weekend and Monday, and then we're going to have another round of showers and storms on Tuesday.